Tennessee head baseball coach Tony Vitello took exception to an Auburn player who had just hit a huge home run to go up in the game, and bat flip, gets close to the Tennessee dugout, doesn't go in the dugout, doesn't hit anyone. Tony Vitello, though, makes sure that bat gets returned. And Tony Vitello's lucky he didn't hit one of the Auburn players with the bat, because they're all coming out there to greet Pierce as he's coming home and coming back to the dugout to celebrate the home run, as we customarily see.
Right.
And he flips that bat, and it wasn't just back to the plate. It goes clear across the plate and behind the plate and falls in between two Auburn players. You hit one of those players, then we're probably talking about suspensions today. But some of the responses
I still maintain that you might get a suspension out of this.
You might. Brandon replies, and he says he doesn't have a problem with it. If you want to flip your bat at the opposing dugout, and then you should have no issue with them flipping it back at you. I'm not a fan of bat flips, but be conscious of where you're flipping it if you're going to do it.
That's an interesting perspective, because if you are going to flip it that way, then you shouldn't be upset when they pick the bat up and toss it back to your dugout.
Yeah, Bert Robinson says, no, Tennessee does it every game. I don't think the intention was for the bat to end up in the dugout. Either way, if you can dish it out, you better be able to take it.
See, when he first picked up the bat, my initial thought was, okay, we're going to have a Vandy, Tennessee situation where Vitello thinks that the bat might not have its, sticker, that it has not been investigated by the umpires, and that he was going to, we're going to have a George Brett situation, at home plate, something like that. But then he tosses the bat, and I go, oh my word. I'm really shocked that hats off to Auburn for not, because if that was Major League Baseball, they would be, there would be,
Your guy in the bullpen be scaling that fence.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been ugly if that was
But here's the thing. You see the Auburn players, and they immediately took exception to it. And I can only imagine what some of the words were that were going across to Tony Vitello when he did that. Because the bat it lands in between two or three Auburn guys. Like I said, he is lucky it didn't hit one of the players.
No
he hits
question.
one of the players, then we're definitely talking about a suspension, and probably not a 4-game suspension, because it would be the second offense.